Hi. Hey. Hello. It's Sunny. Boyhood. Well, not everybody is a boy, but if you are a boy, you know what's up. Though this film works for anyone, really. Yeah, this is a film I've experienced for the first time for my film experiment. And I wanted to revisit this one, especially now after graduating from high school and now fully entering adulthood due to the sheer beauty of this film. As most people tend to think this film is meaningless and boring with no story. Well, I'm here to tell you, those people are fucking wrong by expressing why Boyhood is worthy of being recognized as a masterpiece. Let's go down memory lane, fellas. Well known in having the most hidden gem filmography in a writer-director, Richard Linklater, behind such classics as Dazed and Confused and the Before trilogy. He had become a father and wanted to craft a film on his perspective of childhood. Now, there's like endless amounts of coming-of-age films out there, so what makes Boyhood so different? Well, Linklater had an idea. Literally make the film over a decade and using the same exact actors as we literally see them growing up. That is fucking genius and balls on a filmmaker. Yet it seemed to be a task in his mind to have to really pull off, since you can't just ask an actor, let alone like a young kid, to just shoot a film for so many years. He was even debating how to turn it into a novel until he was dedicated to bringing the story to film. He eventually found a cast that was dedicated to the project, and the main boy, Lorelei Linklater, to play the sister, with IFC Films backing film up by providing small chunks of its $2 million budget every year of filming, as they only shot for several days and ended up with only a 45-day shoot overall, which is very casual for a film. Hell, Linklater even got Hawk, who are two close friends, to finish the film in case of Linklater's death. Luckily, he didn't die. Like, this man was dedicated and planning everything out. A really respectable man of his craft, and when they even got to shooting, there wasn't even a full script completed. He decided to let the story evolve naturally within reality, utilizing the cast's real life experiences to influence their narrative to make it more believable. And yeah, Boyhood was fully completed from 2002 to 2013, getting released and becoming a very successful box office hit. A film that I have now chosen to discuss on why it's such a worthy classic. Well, obviously, let's get the obvious out of the way. Shooting the film over the decade to capture the cast growing up is such a genius move that makes this film so incredibly distinct. It works very well too, not just in feeling like we're a part of this growing up journey, believability, and how amazed we are at seeing these characters grow up for real, yet the littlest of details and the overall authenticity is what really makes it work, from their appearances, their different tastes, clothing, hairstyles, voices, to just actually seeing these characters progress. Yet we'll save that for the character segment. It's not just incredible for its overall idea, yet also just the actual elements of filmmaking here. From the houses we stay in, the schools we go to, the buildings and schools we build memories in, the events we endure, both personal and crowded, feeling this family age up and all the memories built through all the locations and change of culture and America around them, to the subtle utilization of licensed music in the background to feel real, to the incredible editing that allows moments to think of us and naturally flow with insane pacing that makes this film feel long at almost 3 hours, yet never tiring, as we generally feel like we're going through a whole decade with these people, making this more than a film, yet an experience. The visuals are fantastic at capturing the beauty of everyday real life, how we go through our ordinary stuff, yet don't notice just how wonderful the world is around us. And it's fantastic. Linklater knows the film isn't just good on a filmmaking level just because of the actor's age. It must have that authenticity and surrealism to the world around them and who they are as people to really feel the timely progression best explored in the
not entirely up to me, you know?
Well, obviously the entire film is about these characters, so let's cut to the chase. The extras and small minor characters we see throughout the film are also necessary to the film's overall experience, from characters who only have one scene to those seen frequently throughout time. They all add to the realism to how we all bump into and meet each other as life goes on. Relationships end, relationships start, we never meet again, and we stick together. From the smallest of interactions to relationship defining moments. All the extras play a huge character in the entire film of showcasing the very basics of human interaction. Then we generally have only really 4 characters at the film center. Our family. Samantha Evans. I hate Samantha. No, I'm just kidding. Though as a kid I would've, because Samantha is the perfect representation of a sister when you're a kid. All the main cast is pretty simple, yet Samantha is probably the simplest. How she starts off the film a very bratty and loud, yet clearly smart young girl who kind of shits and always causes problems for her little brother. Yet, as the film progresses and she matures, all of those traits slowly fade away, though are still present in the littlest of details as she more so goes through her immature teen angst phase of disobeying her mother and always going against her, to eventually becoming a mature, well-mannered, and intelligent young woman who greatly shows just how much we mature, going from no empathy to gaining empathy. And though it's simplistic, the way it's portrayed through this film's unique production makes it so genuine and believable. Mason Evans Sr. This is probably my favorite character, yeah. A large part is because of Ethan Hawke's performance, yet also that this character is so genuine. He's a fusion of both Linklater and Hawke's fathers, and you can tell he's probably the most real character of them all. Despite his divorce and being a dad who can't be fully in the lives of his kids, he makes it when it counts, when he is able to be in their lives. Being the best father that he can, starting off the film as the cool dad who generally loves his kids, wants to have fun with them, yet play a crucial part across the film. As time progresses, he finds love again, and although still supports Olivia, manages to have a new kid with a new wife, and yet still loves his 2 kids no different, and honestly doesn't change much as a character. He only remains more wise, and yeah, he's honestly the ultimate dad. He's just cool and the kind of dad we all deserve. A dad who cares deeply about who his kids really are as a person, not because they're his kids, but because he likes them for who they are as their own people. Olivia Evans. Also the other best character in this film, the mom. Not only because, well, Nightmare 3 is peak, but because she's the polar opposite of the dad. How yes, she loves her kids and does everything for them. She's always stressing out and trying to make do with what she has. Going from scumbagged husband to scumbag husband. Trying to get an education, moving from house to house, being a teacher, and really having time for herself in order to provide, raise, and nurture her kids. It's just the ultimate film mom I've seen thus far. Her kids have arguments with her, especially from Samantha, yet they still love her for all she's done and understand that everything she's done is for her. Yet by the end of the film, she's quite upset, realizing she's hit milestone after milestone and now she has nothing left, except the comfort of her kids who are now gone. And it's kind of a tragic ending for her I'll explore in the next section. Yet she's a wonderful portrayal of motherhood in this film, Mason Evans Jr. Then of course, we have her protagonist, Mason Evans Jr., who is so simple. Yeah, he's kind of just a blank slate character for us, especially boys, to project ourselves onto, feeling our emotions, going through the emotions, and growing up, serving well as a mirror for us to reflect on our lives, and it works. Yet he does have a character after all when paid closer attention to. Though not the most unique character ever, he still works to the film's benefit. He starts off as an ordinary everyday kid who loves Dragon Ball, hates her sister, cares about his mom, supported by his dad, grows friendships and romances that pass, get a job, graduates, etc., etc. Yet, his character gradually changes as he matures being an ordinary kid into growing his literal own character, having a passion for art and photography like me, having his own disillusioned mindset and seeing how fucked up the world is, and yet how beautiful it can be, like me, appreciates his connections yet learns to love himself and accept things just happen. Things don't last, things stay consistent and can last, yet he's still growing, still existing, and questions, what is the meaning of everything? And I can't expose that answer without discussing the This film has a very simple idea, yet it's so universal and so incredibly portrayed here that it works. It shares the same theme as Ferris Bueller, as Breakfast Club, as American Graffiti, and all the best coming-of-age films. A theme we all know too well. Live in the moment. This entire film is about showing you people growing up. It's about showing us literally growing up. The characters are so simple and the filmmaking is so vivid because it's all just a tool to let us reflect on our very own experiences growing up. This film has no story. Like literally, no story. It's just an entire experience. An entire collection of a sequence of random moments of growing up in life. It isn't even going to a payoff or something. All these memories aren't even to show how it changes our character. Life changes our character. There's good memories and bad memories, yet memories nonetheless. This film is just a tool for us to find out and remember our own experiences. The bad ones that we look back fondly on to see how far we've come, and the good ones that keep us moving forward. The answer to everything is nothing. The only thing we can do is live. The mom just kept working and working to reach every milestone and has nothing. The complete reverse of the father who has everything. And Mason will prevail in life. The film isn't about what it was to be a boy or about our boyhood. It was about our livelihood. It was about plain old living. I've really been changed as a person by watching these 14 teen films I've experienced from these past few videos. Not just by watching some incredible ass movies, but in how they all hold the universal theme of living in the moment. Boyhood and all these films are not incredible for their surreal filmmaking, breaking archetypes, characters, or simple yet meaningful stories. It's their capture of our own very own youth, and how far we've come, and how much more there is left to go. We're all not going to be here one day. It's not about dreading the end. It's about enjoying life and having memories that only define us, yet give us a reason to live. All we can do is live. All we're doing is living. For a long time, I've been in a constant battle with my depression, wanting to do everything but not live, having more bad memories than good memories. Yet now that I'm 18, and my life is soon to really start, when I look back, finally uncovering the good memories that always slip my mind, reminding me that I am worthy of being here, that even the bad memories have just shown me I'm so much more than my mistakes, my anger, and my guilt. I am a human being. I am alive, and I'm still growing, and all I can do is move forward and do the best that I can in this world. This entire summer has been just a glow up for me. I'm finally becoming the person I know I am, always wanted to become, and soon will be myself. I finally learned to love myself by learning that I've always done the best thing I've always done. Live, and I'm still living. And that's all any of us can do. And you are the reason I'm still here. It's been sunny. And so long, farewell, and goodbye.
I feel kind of remorseful. It's almost perfect because that's exactly kind of the message that the movie closes on, is throw yourself into the moment. So maybe that's what I've learned most of all. I don't know. It's been a hell of an experience.